Wolf here, story time. All right, so in 2006, I was living in Atlanta in a 3-story home. The basement level was both a small 650 square foot room that was finished and the garage. I had all my studio equipment and my musical equipment in the finished off space, and the garage was a garage. So I'm playing in a gypsy jazz acoustic band back then. I'm playing acoustic guitar, we've got an upright bass and a mandolin. Then we add a violin player, and then we add a percussion player, and then we add a drummer, and soon enough we can't really all fit to rehearse in this little 650 square foot room, so I decide to finish off the garage. Spent 5,000 bucks or so on there, made it look really nice, closed off the garage door, and we did an acid wash on the floor to make it look all cool, painted it really nice, filled it up with artwork. It was the ultimate man cave. So I've got the studio in one room and the rehearsal space in the other room. So we're finally rehearsing down there, and it's a really nice space, and we look at each other and we're like, God, we should throw a show down here. We put this giant sectional couch and 2 big comfy leather chairs, and then behind the big couch there's 13 bar stools, so we can fit like 35 people in there. Me being the geek that I am, I build a website, I sell tickets on it, sell the tickets for about 35, 40 bucks a head, includes some beer. We promote it to our friends and family, and we sell out within like 3 hours. Well, the show is a total success. I mean, I had 4 Bose towers, so the sound was pristine, and it's really an intimate setting being the size of a garage. So everybody digs it, and there happens to be a musician in the crowd, and he comes up to me afterward and he's like, can we throw a show here? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Sure. So we sell out his show within a couple of days. So next thing I know, I'm getting calls from booking agents from all over the country wanting to book their entire roster with me. And I'm like, you do realize this is my basement of my house, right? And they're like, yeah, the house party's the way to go. I mean, this is before, Facebook and everything was really, kicking. So, bands really had to get out there to get any kind of notoriety. So we put on show after show after show. I want to say we did almost 50 shows or so in the span of 2 years. In fact, our last show was Oliver Wood from the Wood Brothers. And we were getting calls from all kinds of crazy, amazing artists that wanted to come play my basement. I record all of them in my studio. We called the place Underneath, by the way, because it was underneath my house. But then at this time, my daughter is now 2 years old, and people hanging out in my backyard to 3 o'clock in the morning doing some things back there. It wasn't appropriate for a homestead, if you will. So we decided to try to get it out from underneath. So my violin player and I put together a business plan, and we presented it to my father and his best friend. His best friend's son had just graduated from culinary school and was looking to open up a restaurant. So we combined forces, and they loved the plan. It was a proven concept. It was like this speakeasy / restaurant / recording studio / everything. Well, unfortunately, and this is awful, but my dad's best friend passed away, and it was devastating to our whole family. It was my dad's best friend, and this guy was amazing, and it was heartbreaking. But needless to say, we put the business plan on the shelf, and then of course the 2008 real estate crash. There was no money to be had, so I just literally put it on the shelf and went a different direction completely with my life. So this Wolf Music Center plan, as you saw in the other video, is something that has culminated from those days, and now it's finally happening for me, and I just couldn't be more excited.